Hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we're going to be doing a simple yes or no pick a card. And with this pick a card reading, you can assign a different question to each of the 5 piles, or you can just have one question in mind and select one of the 5 piles. However it is that you want to do this pick a card reading is totally up to you because it is your reading. If you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths, and try to focus your energies on piles number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when you've selected the pile or piles that call out to you most, go ahead and check the description box below, and I also try to pin the timestamp in the pinned comment in the comments section. So without delaying this any further, let's figure out if your answer is yes or no. I will give you a moment to meditate on the cards. All right, group number 1, let's figure out if your answer is a yes or a no. And I want to preface this by saying, if you're asking things that you just know already are not a possibility for your life, like will I marry celebrity X, Y, or Z, or am I going to win the lottery tomorrow? If you know that the likelihood of this question that you're asking is highly unlikely, then this may not work for you. But if you're asking from a serious perspective on things that you're working toward already, this is where you're going to benefit from this reading. So now we will go ahead and figure out if your answer is yes or no. We have the card, there is something better, and we have keep dancing. So whatever it is you're asking about, it feels very unclear right now. Maybe this is something you haven't really put a lot of thought or attention into yet, but it's just kind of something that's recently come on your radar. And I think for some of you that might be a job, but for others of you, it feels like whatever it is you're asking about, there's something better. That it kind of means that you could totally get more than you're giving yourself credit for, whatever this is. And then with the keep dancing card, it's just saying whatever it is that you're asking about, keep putting that effort in. And if this is something you just want a straight yes or no on, the answer would be yes. And the but would be that maybe this feels like you're settling in some way, or as it stands right now, maybe you don't have all the information you need to make the best decision if this is a decision that you need to be making. And then with the number 31 here, the 3 + 1 = 4. So it feels to me like whatever this question you're asking about, you have a lot of support from your guides and angels and from beyond the veil, and you're protected. So whatever it is that you're asking about, it looks like the answer could be yes, but yet it almost feels like you will be the one that will kind of change your mind on this, or kind of take this question to the next level, whatever that means for you. So you'll have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2. Let's figure out if your answer is a yes or a no. And I want to preface this by saying, if you're asking things that you just know already are not a possibility for your life, like will I marry celebrity X, Y, or Z, or am I going to win the lottery tomorrow? If you know that the likelihood of this question that you're asking is highly unlikely, then this may not work for you. But if you're asking from a serious perspective on things that you're working toward already, this is where you're going to benefit from this reading. Okay, is the answer yes or no? Okay, so we have not the right time and reach out. So for me, this is saying it's not a definite no. It's just a no for right this moment. So whatever question you're asking, it just feels like the timing is just slightly off right now. So maybe perhaps by reaching out to other people for help wherever this question is concerned, you can get yourself on the right track and the right time to make this thing happen for yourself. But the biggest takeaway from this for me, for you guys, is that you need help from other people, that maybe you haven't reached out to them yet, or maybe you're waiting on someone to get back to you. I see someone who's maybe put an application in at a job or submitted some sort of manuscript, and you're just waiting to hear back from somebody else But if you haven't done those things yet, and this is just an idea or something that you haven't really put much effort into yet, this is just saying, you have your idea. Now go ahead and start down the path to making this happen. So for me, this feels like a yes, but it's just not right this moment. And I'm not getting a really distinct timeline because I'm feeling for some of you, this is just weeks away or months away. And then for others of you, this could be years away. Whatever one of those time frames that kind of pinged your internal intuition when I said it is probably the timeline you're looking at. But yeah, it's a yes, but not quite yet. So it's kind of a maybe energy at this point. So yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for this. So thank you so much for checking this out, and you'll have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's figure out if your question answer is a yes or a no. And I want to preface this by saying, if you're asking things that you just know already are not a possibility for your life, like, will I marry celebrity X, Y, or Z, or am I going to win the lottery tomorrow? If you know that the likelihood of this question that you're asking is highly, highly, highly unlikely, then this may not work for you. But if you're asking from a serious perspective on things that you're working toward already, this is where you're going to benefit from this reading. All right, is it a yes or a no? We have ask others for help and listen to the music. So for me, this is just saying, this is definitely not a no, but in order for this thing to happen, you're gonna need other people's energy to be involved in, if this is a decision you need to make, or if this is a relationship you're trying to go after, you're going to need input from other people. And this is just saying, reach out to other people. Kind of this reading feels very similar to group number 2, but ask other people for help in the area that this question that you've asked is concerned. And then with the listen to the music card, this feels like it's reminding you to stay in a very light, happy, airy, positive, upbeat kind of attitude as you go after whatever it is you're asking about. Because the more we can be in joy and in love and in happiness, the quicker we can manifest the reality that we want. And then here we have the number 19, and 1 + 9 = 10, and break that down to a number 1. So whatever this question is you're asking, it feels like a new beginning, either in a relationship, job, personal stuff, whatever. It just feels like a very fresh new beginning, but it's not quite the right time for this thing to happen right now. But for me, this is a definite yes. It's just, you need to ask for help and maybe get a couple more ducks in a row. I see this row of animals. This guy's got all his little friends in a row. Maybe there are a few little things you need to get in a row, and just keep yourself happy, and maybe even actually listen to music, because music is a really powerful way for us to get in a high vibration, to be able to manifest what it is that we want in our lives. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys, but you'll have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 4. Let's figure out if your answer to your question is a yes or a no. And I want to preface this by saying, if you're asking things that you just know already are not a possibility for your life, like, will I marry celebrity X, Y, or Z, or am I going to win the lottery tomorrow? If you know that the likelihood of this question that you're asking is highly, highly, highly unlikely, then this may not work for you. But if you're asking from a serious perspective on things that you're working toward already, this is where you're going to benefit from this reading. Is it a yes or a no? Let's find out. Okay, so we have get more information and stick with it. So for me, this is saying that whatever it is you're asking about, it feels like something that if you have been putting a lot of time and effort into this thing already, it just feels like there's a missing piece or something that you need to learn or understand before this thing will really click and happen for you. And then with the stick with it card, this just feels like someone who's, continuing to put in those hours, put in that time, do what they need to do to get to the top. And whatever the top looks like for you as far as what this question is that you've asked, just keep putting in the effort and sticking with it. And then here we have the number 44, and 4s are all about being supported and building a great foundation to build your life or your dreams on. And it feels to me like you have the support of your guides and angels as you get closer to this thing happening and manifesting in your life. But it looks to me like there is a little bit more information that needs to be learned, or resources that need to be gathered, and plans that need to be put in place before this thing can happen. But this feels like a yes. There have been so many yeses in this. It's just crazy. So it looks like you guys are, as everybody who's selected, I haven't done pile 5 yet, but the first 4 groups, it looks like most of these yeses just need a little more effort, or in some cases a lot more effort, to make these things happen. But yeah, keep sticking with it. It feels like you're on the right path. You just maybe need to get a little bit more information and you should be good to go. So you'll have to let me know below if this resonated and what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 5, let's figure out if the answer to your question is a yes or a no. And I want to preface this by saying, if you're asking things that you just know already are not a possibility for your life, like will I marry celebrity X, Y, or Z, or am I going to win the lottery tomorrow? If you know that the likelihood of this question that you're asking is highly, highly, highly unlikely, then this may not work for you. But if you're asking from a serious perspective on things that you're working toward already, this is where you're going to benefit from this reading. Is it a yes or a no? Let's find out. Okay, we have take action. You are not afraid. This to me, I mean, look at this guy here on his horse, or possibly, yeah, unicorn, and this glowing wand above him with the rainbow. I mean, this is an absolute yes. And in both of these scenarios, even though this little guy looks very much smaller than this giant, he is not afraid. So whatever it is you're asking about, if you are afraid right now of going after this thing or this relationship or whatever it is, this is just reminding you, don't be afraid, because you've got this. Just be sure you're taking action in the direction of your dream. So as an example, if you are looking to open a small business, the best thing you can do is take action, even if it's as small a step as looking into business licensing or figuring out what building you're going to rent for your space if you need to do that, or what the covenants are in your area to have a home-based business or whatever. And again, that's just an example, but whatever it is you're going after, you need to be taking action in that direction for it to manifest in your life. And it just feels to me like this is something you guys know, you know, you've got this, and you know you've got this, and it feels like you're very confident about it. And I'm almost kind of shaking my head at you guys, like, why did you even ask about that? You already know the answer, which is nice to have that validation. I totally get it. So this feels like a yes. If your question was a positive thing that you wanted to get a yes on, but if you wanted to get a no, then the answer would be no, because whatever it is that you're wanting, you take action in the direction. So I'm usually assuming, it's not always, but I'm usually kind of assuming that people are asking about things they want to manifest into their lives in positive ways. So the answer for this would be a yes if it's positive, but if you're looking to get that no answer, then of course your answer for this would be no. But if this is positive, yes, 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 yes. And then you have the 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1. So this feels like a bright new beginning for you guys, and it feels really good. It's very pink and purpley and yellowy, and it feels very like solar plexus chakra, and then crown chakra, and even sacral chakra. So if this is some sort of creative endeavor you're going after, absolutely go after it. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys. So you'll have to let me know below what you thought and if this resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.